So I'm attempting to make a car awning. If it doesn't work, I'll just buy one. Right now it's kind of rough. And it's hot out here. And it broke. I got me some pink lemonade. Welcome to Wind Bubble Studio. I thought today I'd show two of my popular fast designs that are great for both boys and girls. And they are the Werewolf and the Sea Turtle. Okay, so the supplies that I'll be using is this 3/4 inch angle brush, a 1/2 inch flat brush, and a number 3 brush for black and white. And then I have red, and this is the cake that I'll be using. It's yellow, white, and black. I've altered it a little bit. I added a little bit of really dark blue and really dark red or plum in here, so it's black, blue, and plum. I use this short end for the eye. I'll just show you how I paint the werewolf first, and then I'll go over it again. And for the mouth, I use this brush only for red. I use red in the mouth of everything. Sharks, snakes, werewolves. And it's finished. Pretty cool. And I like that bit of blue and purple in it too. It turns the yellow. You can see bits of green. And I'll mix that up. Maybe I'll go back to just black, white, and yellow, or add a bit more white so that the whole thing isn't so dark. I like it. Now I'll show it to you again and explain what I'm doing. Using this corner of the brush, I make the eye. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. I just put a blob for where the eye is going to be. And I almost always spritz it with the iridescent white to give it a sparkly eye. And then I do a swoop. Everything is outlined with the dark end, with that tip. So I'll do a swoop above the eye like that, just something like that, and outline it. So it's kind of a half circle. and I just brush out. And for the nose, you can do a little bump for the nose. And here's the two lips in front of, well, the mouth, the top lips, 1, 2. So go 1, 2, and then swoop up and down, about in line with the eye there. Down and out. And now to make it 3D-ish, I will outline it like that. There's the other side of the mouth and the jaw. And for the bottom of the jaw, I'm going to swoop down with the tip. I'm making like this, let me see, this motion, like that, keeping the yellow end kind of in place, swooping down with the dark end up, and then swiveling it around, just like this, down, up, and then a circle right there for his jaw. And for the ears, I go out and down, out and down. I like to make the closest ear quite a bit larger. And then for the rest of it, I go crazy. I just go out and down, so it's kind of, ooh, I'll zoom out. Yeah, so I just go out, away, and then down, in. And then fill in the rest kind of messy too. Just like this. So it goes out and then comes to a point right here. I don't have to make it completely opaque. It's okay if it's, you can see the skin. At least to me, I think it's fine. Add some glitter, and then it's just line work. So for the line work, I do a swoop above the eye. I push the brush down so it's nice and thick line behind the eye. And then I go out, do the nose by pushing the brush down right there, and then down right here. Outline the mouth, pushing the brush down here. You know, thin to thick, as everyone says. Light outline here. And for the bottom jaw, just quick swoop. Nice and thin to thick. And for the ears, outline it just like that. And then I just go crazy for the rest of it. Oh yeah, the eye. I haven't decided which eye I like best, more round or really thin and narrow. Now, when I have more time, I will flick black paint on it. On the face it looks really cool. It looks more like a graffiti. And then I go into white. Add a big spot here. Do a swoop. The teeth. And then a little bit of highlighting. Oh, I do like to do a highlight on the nose too. Just a rough, it's just really rough and ready. And you can splatter some paint on that too if you want to, but yeah, there he is. Super ferocious. Okay, let's do one in girly colors. You can do this in so many different colors. The short end with the lighter color and the long end with the darker color. So the short end I'll make the eyeball. Give it a little sparkle. And swoop around the eye, top of the muzzle, down, bottom jaw, and craziness. Super hairy werewolf. Sparkly mouth. And line work. Oh, that's a bit too round. It's a werewolf, it's okay. If I want just some thin highlights, I brush most of it off so I can do lighter highlights. You can also kind of lay your brush down, smush it down like that for the nose. Just flick the brush all around. I often go like this. An X star pattern too. You can even give it an outline. And there it is in dark purple. So sea turtle. I make kind of a heart shape, round, very round heart. Then I take the pointy tip of the brush with the darker color and roughly make a bunch of spots. And then I flip it and use the short end with some of that blue on there just to get a bit more color. It's very slapdash. And then I just have some dark and light green. For the head, just smush that down. The top arms are larger than the bottom leg arms, flippers, and a little tail. And while that's still wet, I add the lime green glitter. It really, really, really makes it look so much cooler. Just like that. Get some black on there. Wipe a good bit off so I can get a nice thin, just a light outline. I don't want it to be very heavy. I want the sea turtle to be nice and light. So I outline the outer part of the flippers, and on the inner part of the flippers I do a wiggly. Outline the tail. Try not to block the camera. that's all I need for black. I will paint the shell and do a little heart shape, a larger part, and then circles, some more water on there. Gonna add some second swirls to that, and then very lightly I just do a squiggle in each of the legs, and I like to do a spiral in the head like that. And then I very lightly will add a few extra bits around there, just like that. Okay, so this is how fast I'll paint it on Edvins. Oh, you know, I totally forgot to show you, since I'm not painting a face. With whatever brush I do, whatever colors I do the shell in, I usually do a squiggly coming off of the eye, just some kind of madness like that. Okay, now for the white, I like to splatter a bunch of really wet paint on there because it's in the water, so I want lots of splashiness, something resembling crashing waves. And around the eye, I'll do some swirls and swoops. And then add some chunky glitter. This is one of the glitter creams that I use at very high volume events. It's just a rainbow glitter, and I use that on all the designs. Instead of asking, what color do you want? They just get rainbow. Everyone loves rainbow. And there, it's finished. And it's fun, and it's beautiful, and it's sparkly, and boys and girls love it. I hope y'all have fun painting sea turtles and werewolves. And maybe next week I'll do one on spiders and spiders and something else. I haven't decided yet.